Before we start today's video, I have a very important announcement. I am giving away a full Link ECU package for your car. And it doesn't matter what car you have because Link has a solution for every single one of them. And the best thing about changing to a Link aftermarket ECU is that it unlocks the full potential of your engine and car, as well as having a whole bunch of stuff in there for safety parameters and things so that you don't blow your engine over something simple that could have been prevented, and you're future-proofing, which means any other mods that you throw on there, all you gotta do is go to the dyno, get another tune, and you're ready to roll. So head to SAMMIT.net and grab yourself some entries. Every 500 yen spent gets you an entry into the drawer. And be quick though, because this is only lasting for 2 weeks. All the information is on the website. Don't sleep. Welcome to today's video where we are already at the shop, and you can see behind me the S15. She's already on jack stands, ready for me to start working on her. And this actually really gives me a good idea on how I kind of want to lay out the shop. I think I am going to be putting a hoist here on the angle because I think this is just going to work out really, really well. We're going to have the car probably maybe a little bit over here, and we might move those racks so that, you know, we can get the car tucked in the corner more, because I feel like it'd be a waste of space if we didn't do that. But this has given me a really good idea of the layout of the shop when we get the lift in, which I'm really excited about. Speaking of workshop equipment, we're going to be getting a nice special delivery later today that's going to fill in that corner there next to the compressor. We'll probably slide the compressor down or move it over there, I don't know yet, and we're going to have something in the corner there that we've been talking about for a long time that is arriving tonight. We'll talk about that later. But anyways, we got to get stuck into this. We've got a lot of work to get done. As you guys know, we found some issues at the last drift event with the oil cooler leaking that we managed to fix there. So I want to get into that and see if we can save anything there, replace some fittings, because I do have a bunch of black AN fittings that we can use. Also, actually, it's best to show you on this side. My caster, I have so much caster that my wheel is kind of contacting the aero right here. So I want to fix that. The best way to fix it is we're going to shave this down some more, and I'm going to move this screw hole point further in. Now the best way to fix it is we change to Golf R Aero Kit. So right now this is the Yoshio factory Aero Kit, the same aero that is in those boxes for Adam. The only difference is we're not running the Golf R kit, which cuts it all the way down here. You just cut this arrow out all up in here as well, and you got those over fenders that go on top of your fenders, right? And what that does is this, means that you can go 6 to 7 caster, and your wheel will then be almost contacting the back here, which is really, really good for drifting. You can see I've already been contacting up here a bit. That's not a big deal. But yeah, we also started grinding on the wiring again up here that we fixed last time. Might be hard to see on camera, but anyways, we've got some work to get done, and we've got a bunch of new parts to do it, which we'll get into in a little bit. I'm gonna show you guys my favorite feature about this car, and that is the quick release bumper I've installed. It's seriously the best. Gets you in there right away, really fast. You don't have to mess around with bolts or anything. If you crash into someone, your bumper just flies off on the track. You don't damage anything too much. Oh, look at that, beautiful. Just cut 4 zip ties and we're good to go. So, I also want to try and take the headlights out and maybe try and fix those too, since the S15 is going to be here for a while. I've got a friend coming who's going to give me a lift home tonight. So I'll be able to drive the K-van to and from, and we'll leave this here for a bit. Looks like we did fix the oil cooler and it didn't leak anymore, which is good, but I'm still going to tighten and redo all those fittings and kind of situate this and make a better bracket for it, because yeah, this is not cool. Now that I have the bumper off, I wanted to show you my main issues right now, where my wheel is contacting the sway bar here. As you can see, it's rubbed it and polished it clean, and also the chassis here. So we need to clearance this, and we need to do something about the stabilizer. Well, we call it a stabilizer in Japan, but I know it's called a sway bar everywhere else. So we need to somehow move this. Just stop running it or use something different. Now, the best thing is, and this is the same issue I have on both sides, my wheel literally just smashes against that. The best thing is there is a solution for this, and GK Tech makes it. So, as you guys know, GK Tech's been a supporter of the channel, and they've been hooking me up for quite a while now, and I got a whole bunch of goodies at the start of this year for the S15, which I'm really excited about. One of them is this. This is their sway bar, and what this allows you to do is, see how it doesn't have those big long arms that come and connect to the control arm? So GK Tech
They're geniuses, honestly, for this. They kind of made it like an axle. So it's kind of like notched out here, like a drive shaft or an axle. And then this bracket slides over there and locks into it. See how it's cut out for it? So that stops the bar from rotating. And then this becomes the new arm here. And that gets to go all the way up in clearance against the chassis here. So then all of a sudden, the next thing that your tire is going to hit is their caster arm here. So this is already a GK Tech caster arm. You can see, if we look under here, just how much clearance is there, and that the sway bar is currently in the way, and that's what the tire and the wheel is hitting. So we're going to rectify that with a GK Tech sway bar. That's going to give us a bunch more clearance. That's almost like a full inch between here and here. So that'll give us a lot more angle, which this angle kit can provide me. It's just we've been smashing that and haven't been able to use full angle. So I'm excited about that. We're going to be putting that in today. I also got some extended brake lines too. Super important. So we hopefully should get around to doing that tonight. And we got so many other goodies I am so excited about. Like this one. This one I'm really excited about, which we'll have to show you in previous videos, because there's obviously a lot here that I probably will not get a chance to install today, which we'll go through at later dates. But the other thing that we'll be putting on today are their Hub-Centric Spaces. Got a beautiful set of these in the correct thickness that I require. And the best thing is like I said, hub-centric, so they don't move around or cause any issues. And they're beautiful, they're black, they look OEM. Extended lugs as well, all the right stuff. Got the wheels off both sides of the car, and I started just bolt checking everything in case something was loose, and checking over everything from the last time we were working on this car. As you guys know, we moved the rack forward and did a bunch of modifications, and I decided to check my engine mounts because actually it's best to show you up here. I noticed that this bracket here that supports the turbo, it may be very hard to see here, but that is cracked all the way down. And I'm like, okay, well, if that's cracked, there's a good point that that's happened because my engine mount is not working as it should. Now, this is really weird because I never saw these cracks or damage in the engine mount when we pulled the whole subframe out, because it would have been better to just change the mounts then. But up in there, that engine mount is gone. Like it's cuckoo, boys. It's not coming back. It's gone to its grave. I don't know if this thing's gonna ever focus on it. There we go. Yeah. Mr. Nismo engine mount tapped out. So we're gonna replace that. And I'm actually glad because I've been kind of wanting to for a while now. The reason for that is the engine mounts that are in here are the Nismo SR20 engine mounts, and they are fine, they're good, but they raise your engine too much. So we're going to go to CA engine mounts. They're the same, they just keep the engine at the stock height, which is where it needs to be, and that way you don't have any clearancing issues with it hitting your hood or anything like that. So we're going to be putting Nismo CA engine mounts in. Oko-chan keeps them in stock, so we'll get some tomorrow off him. But yeah, a lot of people don't know that trick, but Oko-chan only puts CA engine mounts in his S15s and customers' cars, because otherwise the engine comes too high and it will hit your strut brace if you have one. Now, I don't run a strut brace because you just don't need one, but you can actually see my intake manifold used to rub on the previous strut brace that was in this car. Anyways, so we'll have to be doing engine mounts on this thing now, probably tomorrow. But I'm going to still work on changing out everything I can in the meantime so we can get this thing ready, because there isn't actually much time. I only probably have 2 days to work on this thing, because this weekend I'm planning to go to Ebisu Circuit and do some driving, and then come back, and then Okachuku on Wednesday. So it's going to be pretty hectic. And let me just take this moment to quickly clear up some confusion, because I'm sure some of you are like, wait, Sam, wasn't Ebisu Circuit destroyed in the earthquake? The answer to that is yes, but no. As you guys know, the landslide really only affected 3 tracks: Driftland, Nishi Course, and then Kuru Kuru Land. That is all, that whole side of Ebisu Circuit will be closed. They've been able to fix all the little cracks and stuff in the other tracks, like North Course and Minami. Those are going to be opening this weekend. So it's kind of like a reopening for Ebisu. I want to go there, support them, drive with my friends, have a bit of fun and whatnot. So keep an eye out for that, as well as an update video and all the repairs that are going on there. I'll make sure we film something for that as well. So yeah, things are pretty hectic right now. So let's get into the car, pull out that sway bar, and get that sorted. Time to extract the beast. Yatta! It is out! That took a little bit longer than expected. Also, I may have gotten distracted and pulled the headlights off and straightened out a little bit of the frame up there from the accident. But sway bar is removed, and now we can start looking at how the GK Tech one goes in. Also, I had a problem where one of the bolts, the 14mm bolt, got rounded off, and this was very, very hard to get to. I thought at a point there we may not be able to get this out, but luckily I got spares of these, so we shouldn't be a problem. But I had to take the whole caster arm out there just so I could get in there and smash a socket onto it to try and get it off. But yeah, home stretch now, boys, home stretch. A friend has arrived. We're gonna go to the home center and get some goodies. How you doing, buddy?
Hey.
Let's go. See if we can fit in this thing, hey? Oh, it's a tight squeeze. We're good. Knees in the dash. We've arrived at the Royal Home Center in the yellow banana car. This thing's pretty cool.
It's a fake Forester STI.
It's a fake Forester STI? Yeah. It's an auto?
It's an automatic.
We drove all the way on this side of the car park because he wanted to check this out. How disappointed are you right now?
Why would somebody do this?
It's got the STI stickers. This is like a GTST with a GTR. No, this is, yeah, well, it's like a GTST with a GTR badge, but it's worse. This is like a Holden Commodore with a Chevy badge on it in Australia. Comment down below if you know what I'm talking about, boys. Got our goodies from the home center and an envelope full of money for tonight's later delivery. I'm excited. Good Ride truck is here. We got a delivery. Whoo-wee. Do say coming in clutch. We bought a tire machine from Good Ride. This is actually their old one, so we're really lucky. I'm gonna get up there and help them, and we're gonna get this into the shop. Okay. Workplace health and safety doesn't exist in Japan, so we're fine.
Helmet's not necessary. Steel-toed boots, not necessary.
Oh, this is so scary.
Not sketchy
There's a break here.
at all. Oh. Oh, nice. Nice.
One
Nice.
step closer to being mine.
Literally step by step.
I'm so excited. After this, lift.
I almost want to take my tires off and put them back on. Just
I mean, we can do that. Dude.
if only we could take the wheels off.
Oh, okay.
これ下ろしたら火またやった方がいい。近いと。1回変えないと結構曲げます。
おお、ギリギリ。おお。イエーイ。ウー。おめでとう。Nice. Nice.
これ懐かしいな。あそこで使う。
もう反対がまだあったから。
Can't take the kids out of them. Thank you, Alvo, for filming that disaster of moving. But seriously, if you've ever moved a tire machine, you know how awkward and crazy these things are to move. They're super. Yeah, that's right. Like, it's super heavy and just really like awkward to move on top of that. So I'm really grateful to the guys that came. They already had to go. They're super busy tonight. But guys, we got a Chrono 310T. These machines in Japan are super expensive and super amazing. The guys at Good Ride, Daiki, who is, you see me drive with him a little bit at the last event actually, good friend of mine, and Ruse, they used to work at Good Ride. Daiki still works at Good Ride. They were looking at getting a new machine, and this one's only 3 or 4 years old or so. They offered it to me at a ridiculously good price, and I couldn't say no. So, dude, the thing isn't like, this isn't even rusted. Like, it's so, did so well. And we've got all the beat assist stuff here. Like, this machine is worth a lot of money, and I cannot, like, the waiting was worth it. Dude, I was so frustrated because I couldn't find a good cheap machine, and like, it was driving me insane, and I think I was gonna have to pay like ridiculous money for one. And then this one just popped up out of nowhere. So I'm super hyped. We got to do a bit of work tomorrow to get this thing working. Like, I got to get the right plug for it, and I got to add another plug to my 3-phase system. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, we'll be able to wire this thing in tomorrow, get air pipe to it, and be able to start changing tires. I'm excited.
The universe provides.
Yeah. Elvo came to do some work on his car, but he made a little mistake.
Rookie mistake, I forgot the wheel nut lock.
Yeah, so he has Ray locking nuts, and
F in the comments, please.
yeah, he came here to do rotors and pads, and we can't even get his wheels off. They're the ones where like every one of these are 19s except the one with the little notch in it for the key, which this one here. It's like a weird different hex size and everything. Nothing I have will go on it. So yeah, unfortunately we can't do anything. He's also my ride home, so he's kind of stuck here until I'm finished, and I feel terrible because he doesn't even get to work on his car.
Just stare at these motors.
Just stare at these.
They'll naturally install.
They just magically install themselves.
Video game, you're just like,
Yeah, you could just like, yeah, dude, like, what is it, Horizon? You just like click a couple buttons and the car upgrades. Be so cool. All right, I'm gonna get this sway bar installed. Obviously the S15's staying as it is for tonight because we got a lot more we need to do. We gotta lift the engine with the engine crane and put engine mounts in tomorrow and a bunch of other stuff. So this ain't going nowhere. We'll leave it here for now, I think. All right, so I've just gone and placed the new sway bar in here, GK Tech high clearance one. And we do have an issue where it's going to hit on this arm here by Cusco, which is kind of like a cheaper alternative to the Nismo power brace. Now this was on my car when I got it, and I've honestly been looking for an excuse to put a Nismo power brace on here for the longest time, and now is the perfect opportunity because it's in the way. So I'm gonna remove this right now, and then I'm gonna pick up a Nismo power brace from Okachan at the same time tomorrow, and we'll put that in as well. So kind of just more upgrades, I don't mind, and I get to get rid of this thing that's been annoying me for the longest time. So kind of happy, but yeah, get this in there. I'll remove this, then we'll get this sitting where it needs to be, make sure it's got clearance, and then I'll show you how this then connects to the lower control arm. It actually does its purpose and operates as a sway bar. Sway bar is now installed. It was definitely a lot more involved than I was anticipating. And then I realized I have to take it all off anyways when I go and put the Nismo power brace on. But at least I can show you the benefits and why we changed to this. So this is my caster arm or traction arm, whatever you want to call it. And as you can see, it's clearanced out and designed in such a way that the tire can get in here, right? And get as max angle as possible. Now the problem is we couldn't even use all of this because the sway bar, the factory one, would come to about here, right? So it's about 1.5 inches, maybe about 1.5 inches, 2 inches maybe away, and my tire would be rubbing and smacking against my sway bar there. You see all that? Yeah. But the best thing is this creates so much clearance. It's honestly insane. My tire is gonna be hitting the frame before we come in contact with this sway bar. In fact, it'll probably hit the frame. This and the caster arm probably hit this before. I need to actually cut this off with an angle grinder. I don't think beating it with a hammer is going to do anything. But yeah, that's where we're at now. So we've gained about probably another 1.5 to 2 inches of angle, which I'm excited about, which means we can probably start having a lot more fun. I do need to bash this section a bit too, get a bit more clearance there, but we are looking good. I'm also going to play with the 3 adjustable points. I got it in the middle one now, but I'm probably going to end up changing it to the rear one because that's where it's going to fit like the most least rebound is kind of what the feeling I'm going to want probably. So we'll go to that 3rd point after a bit of testing. But I'm excited, guys. Slowly but surely making progress. Remove the old crappy sway bar. All right, getting the S2K out. Time to go home. It is, forgot to wear my watch today. It's nearly 11:30. When I said this took a little bit more time than anticipated, it really did, and I made a mess. So we're gonna clean this up tomorrow. But obviously I gotta do a bunch more work on this tomorrow as well. So we'll pick things up from there in the next video. I'm just so excited about this tire machine, honestly. We got all the goodies. Can't wait to fire this thing up tomorrow and use it. This is like, finally a workshop, guys. Well, kind of. Still need that lift. Anyways, let's get these doors shut and head home. So here in Japan, we have these things called kobans. That's a koban. See the little flashing red light? That's a little police station. And they're like everywhere. Oh, VTech just kicked in, brah! Yeah, bye-bye, Paris! Damn. That was nice. Not bad.
I'm sure they appreciated it.
I'm sure they appreciated this sweet sound of VTech. It's like nitrous. This reminds me of my my Yiyata on Knots. Speaking of Yiyata, go buy some Yiyata shirts. Back home now, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Before I say anything else, right now on otakugarage.com.au, Okachan's and Yashio Factory's only authorized international reseller, we now have the new 2021 hoodies restocked with an all new zip up hoodie for Okachan. So if you want to support Yashio Factory and what Okachan does, head to otakugarage.com.au and grab yourself either one of their hoodies or zip up hoodies. I've also posted it on my story and stuff like that on Instagram, so don't sleep on that, guys. They always sell out crazy fast, and Okachan only makes this kind of stuff like once a year. So it's kind of really limited and special edition and only like for a yearly base. So jump on that. But with that, guys, massive bunch of progress today, not only for like the S15, but the shop, like getting the tire machine. I'm so hyped. I just spent a whole bunch of money buying stuff on Amazon for it, like tire valves, the cores, the little drivers, the weird, they call it tire cream in Japan. Bead cream, tire cream. I'm pretty sure it's just like pig lard or something weird or gross like that, but lube for, you know, putting on the beads of the tires when you put it on. I bought some of the levers and pretty much everything I need to be able to change tires and do all that kind of stuff at the shop. I'm beyond I can't talk. That's how excited I am. And then obviously the S15, so much to get done on that in the next few days. And if I can't get everything done, I'm sure it's not a big deal. I'll probably just like ask Okachan if I can use his school S15 for that day or something. But I'm confident we can get all the work done tomorrow. And then we'll head up to Ebisu on the weekend. Even if I don't head up to Ebisu until like Saturday or something, that'll be fine as well. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Smash that like button, write a comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Don't forget, Link ECU giveaway ends next week. So don't sleep on it, and make sure you grab some entries. Head to SAMMIT.net, buy some merch, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Ja mata.